people, pardon the sun, can't control the sun. Can control the hair, but you know what? Too lazy to today, so don't care. Now, considering what's been going on lately, a lot of people have been sitting at home watching movies. Some want to watch different types of movies, but you know what? A lot of people want to laugh these days. Don't blame them. I want to every once in a while myself. So, I'm more of a horror person, but you know, every once in a while I want to stick in a comedy movie and watch it myself, just to get a good laugh going. So what I'm going to do right now is do a video of my top 5 favorite comedies. Just because public service message or self-indulgence, who knows, who cares. This is my opinions. Feel free to argue with me if you want. Feel free to agree with me if you want. Feel free to tell me I'm an idiot for liking these. Have no sense of humor. Whatever. Alright. But I just want to put this out and let people know what I think. Alright. Now, number 5. Number 5 would be Clerks. Kevin Smith's first movie. I found this movie uproariously funny, especially since I spent most of my career after the Navy working with the public. And I have to tell you that these guys are absolutely right as to what clerks think of the customers and what the customers are. This movie is spot on and funny as hell. I don't know of many people aside from my parents and my sisters who don't like horror movies who haven't seen this movie. But if you haven't, watch it and be prepared to laugh your ass off. It is unbelievably funny. Alright. That's number 5. Now, number 4. Super Troopers. Alright. It's a comedy about cops who sit there and screw with people. It is pretty much the movie that brought the meow game into public consciousness. That is a fantastic movie. I mean, the second one, not as good, but the Broken Lizard comedy troupe just did a fantastic job in making this movie, and I laughed my ass off making this movie. Watching this movie. And I just throw it in every once in a while just because it's fun. And I will sit there and use the meow parts so people paying attention. And if they've watched the movie. Now, that's 4. Number 3. This movie may not be as well known as any of the other movies, but it is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Well, that's probably why I'm putting it on my top 5. But it's called Better Off Dead, a John Cusack movie from the 80s. Basic premise of this movie is dude is kind of a loser. His girlfriend dumps him for the big named ski instructor from town, and he's trying to get her back. It's uproariously funny. They even go so far as to name the bad guy in this movie, who was the ski instructor. They named him Stalin. All right, Stalin, as in the Russian leader. Yes, they're just going, okay, we're going to name the bad guy Stalin. Booger from Revenge of the Nerds is his best friend. And if you've ever heard anyone use the phrase, I want my $2, that's where this movie comes from. It is uproariously funny. And just no shits given. They don't care. They just sit there and go all out on it. And, they've got people snorting actual snow. They've got people snorting Jell-O, all sorts of stuff. It is unbelievably funny. If you want a good laugh, watch this movie. Okay, now it's coming down to the last two movies, and I really had to debate on which one I wanted to put at number 2 and which ones I wanted to put at number 1. But I've come to the conclusion that number 2 would be Airplane, which was playing on Showtime this morning. And I have to give a shout out to my local cable company. They are unlocking Showtime to let us watch that for free. And Airplane was on Showtime this morning. Excuse me. Airplane is a kind of a farce of the old disaster movies, and it is the progenitor of a lot of these movies today, like Scary Movie, stuff like that make fun of certain types of movies. This was generally a take off on the airplane disaster movies, and specifically one movie in particular, and I can't remember exactly which one it is, but they go pretty much scene for scene on that in this movie. It's the movie that shot Leslie Nielsen to comedy fame and brought the phrase, "and don't call me Shirley," to fame. It is gut-bustingly funny. Unbelievably funny. If you haven't seen it, grab it, watch it. You have Mrs. Cleaver from Leave It to Beaver speaking jive in this movie. If you don't like any of the other parts of the movie, that movie right there, that part right there will be worth it. All right. It's just every second of that movie is worth it. Every time you watch it, you get something new. So, Airplane. And my number 1 movie, comedy movie, Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles. This movie would not be made today. There's no way in hell this movie would be made in the last 20 years, especially in the last few years. It was Gene Wilder, Cleavon Little, and a bunch of other people is pretty much making fun of old Western movies. It is a Mel Brooks movie. If you like, what is that horrible movie that he did, where he made fun of the science fiction movies? If you like that movie, which is one of his worst movies, you will love love Blazing Saddles. This is Mel Brooks' top of his form. Just trust me. He's never trusted me on anything before, even any of the other movies on this list, or anything else. This movie is, I think, one of the funniest movie ever made. That's why it's number one on my list. But I have to tell you, it's just, if you want a good laugh, watch this movie. You'll enjoy the hell out of it. And anyway, let me know. Let me know if you think that I'm right. Let me know if you think that I'm wrong. And enjoy your movies, and talk to you later.